things, but I don't have any dad jokes or ghost stories.
What's dad jokes about?
Just awesome dad jokes.
There are no awesome dad jokes.
What? How do you make a handkerchief dance?
Blow a little boogie in it or something like that.
Put a little boogie in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Corny.
why didn't the skeleton cross the road?
I don't know.
Because he didn't have the guts. See,
Horrible,
dad
man.
jokes. Hey everybody, this is Carlos and Sandy Lee. This is season 2 of Off Your Flosser podcast.
Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, be a friend, listen to OYF. Thank you so much, and go floss yourselves.
Flow floss yourselves. What's up now, brah? Hey guys, it's episode 85, and it is May 30th, but this is going to come out like next week, so June something.
5th-ish.
June 5th, maybe?
Yeah.
And that is
Friday.
The day before one of the most miraculous days in the world, June 6th.
What happened June 6th?
Back in 1983, fun fact, the best guy in the world was born into this earth.
Let me guess. You know this guy?
I know this guy.
Intimately. Mr. Jonathan, right?
Jonathan, boop, boop. Yes.
All right,
oh
cool.
my gosh. And I'm really excited because I got him. I got him an awesome present, and I really hope he likes it without getting mad about how much I spent.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Happy early birthday then. You know?
Yay.
That's cool.
He's going to be 37.
Shh, youngster.
I know. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So for
all
a
right.
couple months,
Settle down.
I'm going to be, for a couple months, I'm going to be 3 years older than him until September, and then I'm 4 years older than him again.
Wow.
Which isn't really true.
No. Just how it all hits. Okay, I get it.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, happy early birthday, John. And yeah. I'm curious to see. You can't say what it is that you got him?
No, because you never know who's listening.
Gotcha. Yeah. Then I got to sit on that knowledge for a week, and it might
I'll text
slip
it to
out.
you in
know?
a little bit.
All right, cool. All right, well, that's interesting. What do I have coming up in June? In June, I have my daughter's birthday is coming up, and
Ooh.
she's getting up there too. I'm
Yeah,
not
we
gonna say
don't-
her age, but she's getting up there. Back at the office.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Well, it was weird. We got the week was a little off because we were off on Monday. You know.
Oh, yeah, Memorial Day. Yeah.
And so it just like I couldn't get my timing right, and then I'm closing on Wednesdays till 8:00, and that just makes for a long day, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that at all.
It makes for a
Yikes.
long day. And then yesterday I filled in at a different location for our company, and at my main office, limited use of Cavitron.
Right.
At this office, no use of Cavitron. No Cavitron.
No.
So I get there, and I knew the doctor because I've worked with her before. And she goes, "Listen, we took a vote. We don't do the Cavitron. Are you upset?" I go, "No, I'm not upset. I'm a little disappointed, but when in Rome."
That's a very political way to answer her.
Yeah. So.
But was she doing just extractions, I guess, so she's not producing aerosols?
I honestly I don't know for sure, but they may have been using drills on the other side. I don't know. You would think not, though.
No, because if you don't want aerosols, then
no
you don't want
aerosols is no aerosols. So, I was only helping out, so I wasn't gonna argue or do it and just piss everybody off. I didn't want to do all that, so I just kind of let's play the game. But it was cool. The patients were very, very nice, and luckily they were easy. But it was just a long week.
Yeah,
it was just a long week, and my back was bothering me, man. Really, really bad.
You and your lower back.
Jesus
plaguing the middle
Christ.
American midlife.
I overdid it the other day at the gym. I did 10 miles on the bike in under 40 minutes.
Nice.
I was moving at a pretty decent clip, you know.
Right.
And when I get off, like my hamstring, lower back, but even my right calf, all the way, like that back side of the lower right side, was all just one large knot, and it just and this was Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So I mean, it hurt till last night.
Did you get your massage gun?
Oh yeah,
out?
Yeah. I had to break it out last night. Whew. I did a little bit the night before because it was still tight, but yesterday it was killing me. Like I didn't want to leave the house last night.
Ugh.
My wife was like, "You want to go somewhere?" I was like, "Can you just bring me a sandwich from Subway or something? I don't want to leave the house. My legs. I feel great today.
I'm just gonna lay right here,
you know,
and I'm gonna be there for a while."
Well, I don't know what happened with you, but I know you were having a week worse than mine. Yeah. Can you care to share bad. Or just that at the time it was a big deal? Or?
That day can just go to heck. HE double hockey sticks.
I got you. We don't have to rehash it if you don't want to. It started out.
No, it's cool. I'll talk about it. So we had a couple of days of training, and there's a whole system of how to do teledentistry. We've been doing it for about 3 years in our mobile program, but since, all the COVID stuff, we thought, hey, we can start doing exams using teledentistry. So we started doing that. And like I said, there's step by step by step. And for some reason, I'm discovering things about myself. But I am step by step by step. And I'm reading how to do these things. Okay. So if I skip a step, I get really like, whoa, what happened? And I'm like searching through these papers, like, where was I? And it was very, it's very off-putting. Like it messes up the whole system, my system. So I had this kid, he was, 15, whatever. And the patients were awesome. It was just not my day. So we use digital cameras that have special settings to take, like the smile and then the, and we have the mirrors that we put in their mouth to get all the views.
Yeah. How long does that take, by the way? I swear.
Well, on one patient that everything just clicked, I was done with x-rays and photos in about 20 minutes.
It's not bad.
Yeah, probably about 20 minutes and uploaded. Like I got done with her appointment 20 minutes early, but the kid before her, I was 30 minutes late for an hour appointment.
And that just stresses everybody out.
And at one point I took my gloves off and I just had like sweat on my hands and like, it was disgusting because you know how I feel about sweat. My own sweat? No, I don't like that either. Yuck. Just. Anyway.
It's completely normal and healthy. In moderation.
What, sweat?
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with you. But that doesn't stop me from disliking it. Just like people don't like feet. Feet are normal anatomy. You have to have them.
Everybody's got them
properly.
Most people.
Whatever. Yeah. But for some reason, people cannot stand looking at, touching at whatever feet. I'm the same way with sweat. We've gone over. Oh yeah, we have gone over this a few times. Anyway.
Everybody knows.
So after you take these pictures, you take the SD card out and you put it in this little blue thing. So when I put the little blue thing in the USB port on the computer, it sticks out past the door. So not even thinking about it, I went to close the door softly, but then it closes by itself the last minute and it split the blue thing, broke it in pieces. And then the SD card falls into a little crack under the operatory cabinetry. So I'm like, I can see it down there, and I'm like, I can't get it. So I had to go find an Allen wrench, undo the 2 screws, take this panel off to get the SD card to upload the photos so a dentist off-site somewhere is sitting there waiting on me to upload these photos. So anyway, that's the end of my rant, and that was on Tuesday. Oh, but I sent I'll send you the text and you can post it if you want. I'll blotch out the F word because I said a few of those in my text to John. And he was so, oh my gosh, so sweet. And all he said was, oh, I'm sorry. What can I do to make you feel better?
Nice.
Like, grade A quality, that's my man right there.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't feel bad about buying him something nice for his birthday because it sounds like he deserves it.
I don't feel bad. I just wonder if he's going to cry about the price tag.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So cool. All right. So we're on next week. Yes. Onto a new week. Let's keep it moving.
Yes. Oh, so what did you do Memorial Day? We recorded before Memorial Day.
Yeah. I think I went to the gym earlier that day, and then my son and I cooked out.
Nice. What'd you put on the grill?
I did
a fillet.
We did some steaks for he and I, and his girlfriend, and then my wife doesn't eat beef or pork, so.
Oh right.
So we had some turkey dogs and turkey burgers for her.
Okay.
You don't want steak?
Yeah,
it's turkey burgers, bro.
There you go.
But
I like turkey burgers.
It's touch and go on how you cook them. You know what I'm saying? Because they go from raw to burnt in about 30 seconds. So you got to be real careful. So I got it figured out, and everything came out nice.
The ones we get from Aldi are, you can get like a pound in that like package, but we'll also get a box of them that are already like they're frozen patties.
Yes.
And you're supposed to put them on the grill frozen.
Exactly.
And cook them.
Right. That's how.
And
those are the ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And John, he just has it down. Like they're always perfect.
I told her, hey, you put the cheese on them. As soon as they come off the grill, so everything melts on them, and sorry, I didn't hear anything.
The fake
cheese. I guess they were good,
Yeah.
So it was nice.
You heard yum 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 yum.
It's been warm here last few days. How about or raining, one or the other.
Ditto. Our koi pond has gone up a few inches, I think, level wise, but my tulips are starting to come up. Oh, no, sorry, they're lilies, not tulips. Duh. They're calla lilies. So John got me, side note, real quick. John got me one year for either our anniversary, I think it was our anniversary or Valentine's Day. He got me he always buys potted plants instead of flowers that are going to die soon. Although I've talked about this before, we'll plant them and then they die anyway. But anyway, this one has come back. So this is year 2 with calla lilies. And I put them by my little memorial for my babies, and it's like I've been watching it sprout up through the ground, and now it's like big and tall, and now it's starting to get the leaves, and I can't wait for the actual blossoms.
That's awesome.
What was my point? Oh, the rain. So the rain has been feeding my lilies like crazy.
Gotcha. We have a little vegetable garden this year. What about the dogs?
We do a garden every year. I was just going to say, and they've been sponges this whole time. So they try to get in the house with all wetness. And Parker, a schnauzer, his face is always dripping. Ugh. Anyway, tell me about your garden, because we have one every year. You know that.
Yeah, we just have one.
Doing great.
I have one raised bed. That's it.
Oh, okay. What do you put in it?
Well, for the last, I say maybe 3-4 years, I just kind of gave up on it. And all because it never gets mowed because it's a raised bed, You're
right.
So it had grass. I think I had a tree growing in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a legit tree, like a maple tree or something. And it was maybe 3 or 4 feet tall. So I'm out there with an axe.
Oh my gosh.
And we tilled it up and we turned the soil over. But what I did was I read about it and I kind of cut all the tall stuff down. All right. And then I put some black plastic on the soil, like wet it.
Yeah.
Put some black plastic on it and just kind of weight it down with rocks or whatever. And let the sun sort of cook all the seeds and sterilize the dirt, if you will. We peeled the plastic off, scraped everything off. My son wanted to do it this year. So we have a bunch of peppers and I got 2 tomato plants, and I got the cages on them, and they're going good. We had to replant some stuff.
Yes, because we always do.
When I was cleaning it, I took the little chicken wire fence down because it was loose in a couple spots. Anyway, the dogs would go in there and scent roll on the pepper plants.
Damn dogs.
I look out there one time, and my wife is like, look at Snickers, and she's on her back just rolling around on the jalapeno peppers, and I'm like, son of a bitch. You know?
Ugh.
So we went.
Don't pet the dog and then touch your eyes.
Well, there were no peppers, just the scent of the leaves, I guess. I don't know. So we kicked everybody out, and we put stakes up, and I bought some like green plastic fencing. We put it up with zip ties.
Yeah.
So it's a little bootleg, but it keeps them. Now they don't even think about it. But when it was open, they never walked in there before. They would just, hey, what's up? Let's just stand in the middle of the garden and trample all Dad's plants. Man, stupid dogs, man. It's our fault for not putting the fence up. So so I'm looking forward to eating some fresh tomatoes and some. My son's got some spicy peppers out there. I'm not eating that stuff, but he can have it. He goes, I'm going to make my jerky with it. He does. He makes. He make beef jerky. Yeah. He's gotten pretty good at it. Cool. Really good at it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You'll have to mail me some.
Will it keep? It'll keep, right?
What?
It'll keep if you mail it like.
Yeah, it's jerky.
Yeah, and it's
put it in a
so good.
Plastic baggie and put it in the mail.
It's spicy.
I like spicy.
Yeah, like he's got it down. I don't.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I'll send you my address and you can send me some.
All right. I'll let him know.
Jerky mail.
He's a little protective about it. He doesn't like sharing because
Oh.
He's going like, I don't want to say keto, but he's real low carbonate, and he's killing that jerky though, man. He's really good at it. So,
well, here's what you do, Carlos. You
get the recipe?
Say, oh man, this is so good. I mean, you could do that, but you could go, oh man, this is so good, and then like act like you're eating it like that, and then put it in your pocket. And then once you get like 5 pieces, you put them in the mail for me.
Okay.
Did that look real?
Yeah. They're totally legit. You had me fooled. You got a green screen? What is that?
No CGI here.
I know. Real quick on the editing. I don't know if you saw the cover photo that I used for the episode on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was the title was Jedi Chiropractors and Tom Cruise, and I found a couple cartoons, and I figured out how to delete the background and make it a transparency.
Wow.
So I can and that's how I made that cover thing. So yeah, if you want to, guys, go check it out on the YouTubes, on the Off Your Flosser page. Make some comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do get some people have been commenting, and you know that stupid video I made where I took somebody else's idea and I like reenacted it or whatever, and I gave her credit and all that. But anyway, somebody did a thumbs down on it.
Really?
Yeah. It's gotten like almost 350 views or something, but haters gonna hate.
You know.
Whatever.
Must not be a wine drinker.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
You know? Anyway.
Or they didn't like my face.
That's possible. Not likely, but...
Should I just do this from now on? Yeah. The whole episode like that?
Yeah. You know, here's the thing I've learned is that not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay.
Pretty much.
You know? It is what it is.
But I will find you, thumbs downer.
So,
no, just kidding.
Like,
maybe.
And you got to have a tough skin, especially if you do a little stand-up, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, if somebody doesn't laugh, you know what? It's just not their... I've done some shows where people go, "Hey, that was a little racy. There was a line and you were stepping over it. You were line stepping, right?" And then there's other people like, "Dude, that was I was ready for you to go deep into the weeds," and I'm like, "I can't. I gotta stay in the middle of the road, man, because I can't. I gotta be funny to people that are in their 20s, and then there's people that are in their 70s on the other side. I gotta be in the middle of the road, so it's not gonna be everything for everybody. So, But that's what they paid me for, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now,
and if you don't like it, you don't gotta watch.
Yeah, if you want to see some crazy stuff, go to an open mic. They would appreciate having an audience.
Yes.
And you might see the next, Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart.
You might.
Yeah, you might, or you might see
Carlos Rodriguez.
Yeah, or some dude with a box on his head. You know what I mean? So.
Oh my, yes.
Did I ever send you I gotta find the video.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's something.
Kind of awkward. Like, you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, cool. Dude, you do you, man. Somebody out there probably finds it hilarious.
It's funny for like 5 minutes, and then you're like, what's going on? And then confusion sets in. And then a little tinge of fear, a little, like the hair on the back of your neck.
And then you start checking your phone, and all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. Can we talk about something serious? A little bit more serious.
We do that every now and again.
Speaking of all hell breaking loose, I was up late last night watching the news here in Atlanta, and I'm not from here originally, but I've grown to adopt it, and I raised my children here, and grandchildren, I guess, that are here and coming, are gonna be raised here, and the city was just being torn apart last night in downtown, right where Hinman is held. The Hinman Dental.
Oh, yeah? I've been there once. Okay.
It's behind the CNN, the Omni Hotel, the World Congress Center, that whole section. And then around the corner is the World, the Hall of Fame for the College Football Hall of Fame. And I was part of 3-comic team that performed stand-up there for the first time a year or two ago.
Wow.
And a real cool place if you're into college football. And that place was ravaged, and just, a bunch of just damage, cop cars set on fire, windshields broken. And there's just a lot of emotion, a lot of anger, and a lot of, honestly, it looked dangerous. Like, I wouldn't want to be down there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Just as an observer, I wouldn't want to be down there because, it's too crazy. Yeah,
because you don't know which way it's gonna go too. Like, you could be over here, a block over, watching it from afar, and then all of a sudden, that's the way it's starting to go.
Like a mosh pit.
There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of emotion going on. It's horrible. It is horrible. And I think St. Louis is, it's not as bad, but I try to stay away from the news because it's so, like, I'm the type that I'm empathetic, so I internalize other people's pain. And if I watch too much of the news, I'm like, it affects me. It really affects me, which isn't necessarily always a bad thing, because when you're affected by things, then that produces action, and that produces, let's do something about it. But for me, emotionally, I'll I don't know. It's hard to work through the feelings, and it'll affect me for a while. But I absolutely I hate seeing the rioting that's destroying their own communities. I think they have every right in the world to be angry, the people that they're rioting and protesting and that sort of thing. Absolutely. But you're destroying your own communities, and that's the sad part.
It seems counterproductive, you know what I mean?
It does.
And the mayor was like, guys, what are we doing? The chief of police was trying to keep everybody, calm. And this whole thing was triggered by the gentleman in Minneapolis who unfortunately lost his life at the hands of the police with the knee on the neck, which is just a horrible.
Floyd.
Horrible, yes. Unfortunate and unnecessary. Not to get into police tactics. I'm not a cop, but I have friends that are police officers. And from the outside looking in, it looks like once you have a guy subdued and in handcuffs and 2 or 3 other guys there, you can let go of the neck. You could not kneel on the dude's
absolutely.
neck. There's really no need for that, in my opinion. As an observer, especially if it's hard enough to trigger something, or the guy's complaining about breathing issues. I don't know. Just if that were me, I'd probably die too, because I would panic and struggle, and it would get worse. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, like
the whole situation is just horrible.
I can't even imagine it. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I hate the things that we're seeing right now. And I know it's been going on for a very, very, very long time. But for me personally, like, because, and this is where the white privilege, I haven't had to go through these things. I haven't had to experience these things. I haven't had to see these things. So there's absolutely no way that I could understand. None.
And the cop that was at the center of this has been arrested, and let's just see how it plays out.
I'm gonna throw this out there, and it's probably gonna be slightly controversial, but I think we should talk about it.
What do you think?
The other police officers were complicit too, in my opinion. Like,
no one said, "Hey, Bob, get off the guy's,"
Right, like, hey, we've got him. He's in handcuffs. He's face down. why are you still on his neck, dude? And for the I guess he was accused of forgery. Whether, and I know I've heard, was he counterfeiting money or had counterfeit money, or was it forgery where you forged someone's signature? I have no idea. But I'm sorry.
Killing offense.
You don't die for that. You don't die for that.
Shouldn't.
It's horrible.
Shouldn't.
Horrible is my favorite word right now.
It kind of reminds me, and I hate to add fuel to the flames, is the gentleman in New York that was selling bootleg cigarettes, and bigger man.
I don't know if I know about that.
I want to say his name was Eric Garner, and it was a chokehold type of thing, and
yes.
Dude, just for cigarettes.
Right.
For cigarettes?
Yeah. People get less for way more.
Who cares about freaking cigarettes, man? But I don't know. That whole thing just ended horribly, and the guy passed, and I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. It's got to be tough, I would say, and I know I have friends, again, that are police officers, and I don't know if I could do it. That seems like such a tough job to do. You're dealing,
especially now. I wouldn't be a cop. No,
you're dealing with the worst of the worst, child molesters and people that beat children, and and their wives, and and criminals, just violent offenders and that kind of thing, rapists.
Yeah.
And then you got people that you get called out for a bad check or a damn traffic stop, and everything goes to hell.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they can turn it off. I that's not my thing, but something's got to be. Maybe hey, you're on the streets this amount of time, and then you got to come off and go push paper or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but
I don't know.
The country's in a tough spot right now.
It is.
Yeah.
And right on the cusp of us trying to get back to the way we were, like businesses opening and being able to go places and, still maintaining social distancing and blah, blah, blah. But we're trying to get back on our feet. And then this happens. And
I'm not feeling real funny, last couple days with just think about all this stuff.
I know it's hard and it's heavy.
I think the world needs some humor.
Everybody
maybe have a cocktail and just sit down and get some hot wings.
But we don't want to brush this aside, and that's what I watched a video of one of the protests, and there was a black woman with a megaphone, and she was basically saying, like, you have these things that happen and there's so much anger and action right after, but within a couple weeks you just go back to the other way of life, and that's not, it's not doing anything. Like, you know, hopefully my hope is that, you know, things like these cease to happen because the whole dynamic changes. The whole people on a very internal level change their hearts, their way of thinking, and to realize that even without thinking, there's a subconscious level of racism. There's a subconscious level of things that we don't even know that are going on in our heads. But for me personally, like, I've been doing a lot of like soul searching, and I'm trying to get things that will help me better understand that part of my mind that I don't have, you know, I can go in there and have access to and pinpoint certain things and work on them to change them. Like, you can't do that without learning and absorbing everything you can about that inner thinking. So I've been looking for books. I've joined some Facebook groups. One of them that I'm learning a lot from is the culturally affluent families. And one of the biggest reasons I joined that group is because my nephew is due in September, and my brother-in-law is from Ivory Coast, Africa, and he's very dark-skinned. And my little sister is as white as I am. So they're going to have a biracial baby.
That's pretty white.
That absolutely people are going to look at and have these preconceived notions about my nephew. And same goes for my sister's married to dark-skinned black man. My other sister's married to a dark-skinned black man. And my one sister's stepson is biracial, and he's a lighter-skinned black man. Almost man. He's, I think he's 12 now. But these are amazing. What's that?
It will be.
No, my sister's stepson.
That's what I'm saying. He will be, you know, a grown man.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes. Yes. I thought you meant my other nephew. But anyway, so these people are in my life, and they're absolutely amazing. But we never broach the racial subject. And I read somewhere in that Facebook group that we need to talk about it. It needs to be talked about. Don't be scared to talk about it. And these are the people that I feel safe with.
You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. But these are the people that I feel safe with. So these are conversations that I can have with them. But, sorry. My goal is to be able to see at least a portion of what they see, and help change the way that they're being portrayed, even in the tiniest moments of someone meeting them. At any rate,
I hear what you're saying, and is optimistic as that sounds, I don't know if, you know, how realistic that is, because people, you know, pop to snap judgments, unfortunately, you know.
Absolutely. But you know, here's the thing. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Of course, this would take a worldwide inner change for each individual person. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but for me, that's my goal, is to change this inner thinking, this obliviousness that I have. And if other people would internalize that way of thinking, then there's nothing but good that can come from that. You always should be
I agree.
looking into yourselves.
Try. Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Self-improvement is probably one of the biggest things that you can do for humanity.
Well,
sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're right. I can't relate 100%, but as a Latino
right.
man,
Yes.
And Latinos range from looking like you. My mom has your kind of features, and green eyes and fair skin and brownish hair, and to black. You know what I'm saying? So and everything in between. And
right.
I've done my DNA, and we've talked about it before, maybe a year ago, where there's some French and Portuguese and Spanish, and anywhere from 13 to 17% African, and that goes to like my grandma on my mom's side, and
right.
So I'm a mix of all these different things, but I don't. How do I say? I don't know if I identify with any one group, because for some people I'm not white enough, or and then I'm not Latino enough for another group. And then I had a friend of mine, and he's an oral surgeon, and he was like, I thought you were mixed. He goes, I didn't know you were Puerto Rican. And I was like, what? What do you mean? He goes, you just you're cool. And I was like, so I can't be cool and be something else? What are you trying to say?
What?
And so we just had a good laugh about it. And I knew him for like 5 years at the time,
Right, yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, I just figured,
but that's,
my point
that's part of his education is starting right there by having that conversation when you feel comfortable with somebody, in my opinion,
And I feel that there's so many more good reasons to dislike people on an individual basis.
Oh yeah.
I don't have time to just cut a hole, like all Asian people do this, and all black people do that, and all white people do that.
Right.
I don't have that kind of time. That's too easy. I can be like, Chang is a jerk. Okay, this dude takes my lunch every day, and I don't like him. That's pretty much okay. But for you to go, all Chinese people steal lunch, not cool. So
I wanna hate you based on merit.
That's it. You have to earn this particular type of distrust or whatever.
Yes,
I don't know.
Absolutely.
All you can do is control yourself and your
and that's
response to certain things. Life is always going to be less than ideal. That sounds real negative. Life may not always go the way you want it to, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But how you respond to that, that's entirely your call.
Right.
Like, you call me a name, and I can choose to say stuff back, or I can choose to walk away. That's all I'm saying, And I think, burning police cars and destroying millions of dollars worth of stuff in your own iconic city, that's not helping anybody, But I knew it was going to happen. And it's not just Atlanta. I mean, it was all over California, Minneapolis, of course.
And
police stations are being
St.
burnt down.
Yeah. It's everywhere. Yeah. It's everywhere.
So,
but, I don't know. I hate that we haven't really learned anything from it.
It's kind of sad. I feel like John Coffey in the Green Mile, dude. It's just kind of like, I just want to retreat onto like a log cabin in Montana somewhere and just not even listen to the outside world. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's kind of sad and unnecessary, and I don't know. Hopefully we can. Hopefully
I made
we
a
can
comment
heal from this.
In Lighthearted, we were talking about it a little bit, and I made the comment like I can't wait for heaven. So if you're Christian, that's your ultimate goal. You want to go back to heaven because this stuff doesn't happen there. So that's where I want to be. Thank you very much.
Probably no pulled pork either, though. So.
Oh, good point.
Might be frowned upon.
You got to weigh the good and the bad there.
Eat an apple. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Not from that tree, though.
Right, that one tree.
Yeah,
leave that crap alone. We don't want another one of these
grab
situations.
Grab your Granny Smith and keep it moving. stay in heaven, dude.
Just go eat a banana instead. It'll be fine.
So silly, man. But yeah, so that kind of had me in a little kind of bit of a funk yesterday. So I'm sitting there watching the news, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I was watching some guys in CNN, right? And I've been there.
Yeah.
I go there every year when they do the Hinman. And there's like a little stairway, and they're shooting from inside going out, and all the glass is busted. And people are throwing rocks in. There was a lot of damage. Just restaurants, things being, burned. I don't know. The whole thing was just sad to watch, man. But what are you going to do?
Well,
not go downtown. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't plan on going to St. Louis anytime soon because I don't know. I need to watch the news a little bit more just to see what's going on in my immediate area because I hear what's going on in other places, but anyway. So I don't know. What do you think, Carlos?
I think we're good, and just all you can do is just make hopefully everybody thinks about what happened and try to make the world a better place because, man, you can
only change yourself.
We're only here for X amount of time, guys. So let's maximize it.
You've got the power, kind of like He-Man and his sword. You've got the power.
Every interaction you have with a person, you can choose to make their day worse, leave it the same, or make it better. Yeah, try to leave your interactions with people in a positive instead of a negative.
You want to make their day better, not worse.
Someone's having a shitty day. Just I try to make people laugh, wherever I can, and
I had when I was having that really crappy day on Tuesday. My coworker Alicia, shout out to her. I'll tag her in this because she basically saved my day. Because she brought in that other camera. She reminded me that you can plug the camera into the computer instead of using that blue thing that I smashed to smithereens. So yeah, I really appreciate her help for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
She made my day better.
She made your day better. There you go.
She did.
Good for her and you. All right, let's wrap it up. And guys, stay positive. Yeah. We'll get through this. We'll get to the other side. The only positive side is that nobody's thinking about COVID anymore.
Yeah, that's a crappy positive, but there you go.
Yeah, exchange one heavy thing for another. But I said we'll be okay. Mm-hmm. Everybody just be cool. And Sandy, episode 85.
85.
Any last words?
Yes. Do better and go floss yourselves.
There you go. Pretty much. That's all you can do. Go floss yourselves.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much. God bless. Stay safe, and we'll see you. And please follow, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check it out. Yes. I add a bunch of more stuff to it, and it's a lot of work, and it's a little bit funnier than just listening to it.
Yes.
But
absolutely.
Check it out and see what you think. And this lady's expressions on there, some of them are just ridiculous. All I'm gonna say is the English accent, the proper English.
Oh, when I had the glasses down on my nose.
So dumb. You got to see it.
That was last episode. That was last episode. Check 84. Yeah.
All right, guys. Be good. Take care. Good night. Sandy.
Yep.
See ya.
Peace, love, and go floss yourselves.
There you go. Good night, guys.